The classic movie is Die Hard, which was written by Jeb Stuart and Stephen Souza and directed by John McTiernan. On Christmas Eve, New York City cop John McClane is flying out to California to visit his estranged wife, Holly. When he joins her for a holiday party in the high-rise headquarters of her company, the festivities are abruptly interrupted by a group of German terrorists. The terrorists quickly take over the corporate office high-rise and take everyone inside as hostages. John McClane soon realizes there's no one to save his wife and the rest of the hostages except for him. Die Hard is an incredible action film that I think is one of the all-time greats of the genre. One of the key things that separates this action film from so many of the others that have been made is the protagonist, John McClane. John McClane is this raw and charismatic character who is expertly played by Bruce Willis, in large part because he allows us to see his humanity bleed through. Most action flicks have the hero as this stoic, fearless character who doesn't think twice about putting themselves in danger. John McClane, on the other hand, questions his own actions. He talks to himself as he tries to figure out what to do. And he typically says what we're all thinking, even if it's wildly inappropriate. He's often scared, frustrated, and even annoyed. He's multidimensional and just feels so real and authentic, which I think is just more rare in action movies. And on the other side, you have an incredible villain in Hans Gruber, played by the late Alan Rickman. He's amazing in this role, and similar to John McClane, he's such a well thought out and fully formed character. He's calculated and highly pragmatic. He's willing to do whatever is necessary to achieve his goal. On the few occasions he manages to show some compassion, he really is only doing it as long as it furthers his own ends. It's also shot really well, with a lot of unique compositions that you don't typically see in action movies, which adds so much to the suspense that's been so well built throughout the movie. The suspense is just masterful in this movie. The filmmakers find new and creative ways to create tension and put McClane in more and more disastrous situations as the film goes on. It is kind of funny watching this film in 2024 because in one of the first scenes of the movie, John McClane gets onto an airplane with a loaded gun, just no problem at all. And even if he is a cop, there's obviously no chance that would happen today. Also, the fact that the corporate Christmas party is on Christmas Eve is insane. I've never heard of that happening, and even if it did, I highly doubt there would be anybody that would go. On that note, I do want to touch on the long-standing debate of, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? The film takes place on Christmas Eve, and there are many Christmas references over the course of the movie, but in my opinion, this is not a Christmas movie. I think in order for a movie to be considered a Christmas movie, the plot has to center around it being Christmas. There needs to be some aspect of the plot that ties back into Christmas lore. And while Christmas was involved in the setting and there are Christmas-related plot devices and songs, in my opinion, this is an action movie that happens to fall during Christmas Eve and Christmas. That being said, I do get why some people consider it a Christmas movie. And honestly, it's so good. I'd rather watch Die Hard than most other true Christmas movies. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly encourage you go watch it. And as I mentioned, I think it's one of the all-time greats. And you can currently catch it streaming on Hulu and Amazon Prime. So go watch Die Hard. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, add a comment letting me know what movie you think I should review next, and subscribe to my channel. I put out a movie review each week, so subscribe to stay tuned. Thanks, y'all.